Text the Black Pants Legion. A lot of people have asked me to play this game. I've played this game off and on. I have some older videos of it where shit just explodes. The game keeps getting harder and harder and harder as time goes on, and even some of the best people who play this have to use a lot of mods, but I think I'd rather just watch things blow up. So let's watch Tex build a really, really bad space program. Let's see. No. I'm gonna go with science, and we're gonna pretend we live in this really crazy place where a space program has all the funding it needs to do whatever it wants for science. Let's pretend that, because that's crazy, isn't it? I'm gonna use that one. B.P.L. Space Program. There we go. Typing like an idiot. The reason I'm typing like an idiot is yeah. I have to move my hands around either side. But yeah, we're gonna play in this really bizarro place where a space program has all the funding it needs in order to build spacecraft. Shut up! I'll figure it out. Okay. No. Alpha 1. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Good and good. Yep. Yes. Science! It's a good day at the Cape. Everything is ready, and here we go. Let's go ahead and feed it some throttle. Doesn't matter, because it's solid. Holy shit. Things going pretty crazy here. Science is getting done. Crew report. The sky is big. It's a good crew report. Ba-dum bum ba, ba-dum bum ba, ba-dum bum ba da 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 dum bum ba. Yeah! Oh shit. This has gone badly. You just get that face. Oh shit. What's this light? Is this warning? Alright, there we go. Like a bullet. Like a bullet. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, here we go. Uh-oh. 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 It's not working. It's not working. Failure! Almost hit the flagpole. Almost. Okay, well, we learned. What do we need to do? Did I do good? No? Alright, okay, we learned a few things. Maybe what I learned is that we need more engines. Suck it, Scott Manley. You can use all the science you want. I won't. Yeah, scaffolding. All the best stuff in science is made out of that. Space scaffolding, okay, and some fins. Some fins for purposes. Science. This is what science looks like, folks. Bow, bow, bow. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's do some science here. Oh yeah, we should do some science here. Alright, and time for science. Oh god, here we go. Science! Oh yeah, that's a lot of science. That's a lot of science we're getting. Look at all the science. This rocket is probably worse than the last one. No longer gaining altitude. Houston, we may be in trouble. Okay, okie dokie. You know, I actually used to be pretty decent at this game, believe it or not. I actually was pretty decent at this game. Once upon a time. But that was, like, in beta. Not in this stage. This was probably not great. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was good at it in beta. I actually managed to get to that planet that I think is supposed to be Mars. I managed to get there. I don't think I'd ever be able to get back. So, you know, but I did manage to get there. I used to go to the moon regularly, but on this one, it's gotten a lot more complex, so I'm probably gonna die a lot. But hey, we made it! Science! Science! Chant with me. Chant with me. 18 science. Holy shit. Oh man, that is so much science. We gotta put some more science into science here, so we can science the science. We don't have enough science for the science. Shit. Alright, alright. Now, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alpha 3 is going to be a completely new model of rocket. Now, the thing is right, there we go. I know a lot of people are going to start telling me how to build rockets that don't suck. And you're free to do that. I just understand that I'm probably not going to listen to you. I have fun in building stuff, impractical as it may be, and then laughing at what happens. So do forgive me for that. Okay. I don't think this is gonna go very far, but this game often surprises you and how far a thing will go. There we go. If you want to watch a YouTuber that actually knows how the shit works, Scott Manley. That's the guy who knows how this shit fucking works. Guy does the science for real. I am an amateur idiot. Okay. This is definitely rocket science, the game, and I am no Werner von Braun. I'm no Korolev. I am not a scientist by trade. I'm a historian and archivist by trade. I can tell you why your cited sources suck for something, but I am not the sort of person to tap for I can do the math, I just get bored, and then stupid happens, and then, you know. No, I don't want that. Let's go ahead and get a temperature. Yeah, the ground is the ground. The parking lot is warm. Holy shit. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go through the cosmos. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Jebediah Kerbin. Brave astronaut. Let's go ahead. Get a little bit of teetering on the rocket here. A little bit of teeter and totter on the rocket. A little bit of wobble. Probably not a good thing with a rocket to wobble a lot. Sounds kind of bad. Wow. We are managing to punch through some atmosphere here. Little more teeter. Little more teeter. Not quite John Teeter, but we're getting there. Guy's having to feed in some corrective shit, so here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright, no, 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 no. There we go. Look at that. Are we gonna get into orbit? I hope not. For this guy's fucking sake. Holy crap. All right. I am in space. I am in space. I'm a little alarmed at being in space. I'm gonna hit something over there. If I don't burn up or blow up on the way in. Oh, and I hope the chutes stop me. That's another thing I'm kind of worried about, is the parachutes working. Holy crap. We actually went into space. There we go. That's the right end face. This is his moment where he's like, space is big, pale blue dot, we're all gonna die. If we can't get off this planet, we're all doomed. Alright, here we go, here we go. Coming back in, everything's angled right, it's gonna burn up. I think this is gonna burn up, some of the science is gonna explode, and we're in trouble. That's what I think is gonna happen. Yeah. Yep, that is looking like it's not happy. I see a lot of things that are rather hot and are just going to get hotter as we break harder. No? Is the temperature actually falling? A miracle of science. Praise science. Okay, there's the stage of the rocket going down there. Oh, boy. This is not good. Okay, parachute work, please. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Space Jesus. Praise Zorg. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. We're gonna land in the water. Like a mouse. There's a lot of people who play this game who are just fantastic at it. I'm not one of them. I'm just going to let you know that now. If you're expecting to see some real science, I don't think it's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of duct taping. Yes! Victory! Victory! Alright, there we go. the science. The sweet, sweet science. Actually, I want to go to the science. More science. Here we go. This used to be the original game mode, if I remember correctly. Like, there was a game mode that was the original game mode of science, and then they added the one with the doodads and stuff, where you have to actually, like, run a space program, which I'm bad at. You probably could have gathered that. I went with that so I can make some unmanned probes and kind of Sputnik this up, and then I can have a big old pile of space garbage, you know? Floating around, which is kind of fun. Let's call this Alpha 4. There we go. And yeah, I want a nice layer of Sputnik. You know what I mean? Just Sputnik floating around, doing Sputnik things. What the fuck? Where's the? Oh. Oh, it just puts it down there, does it? I can't... Oh, there. It was just stuck for a second. Okay, that's weird. There we go. This is Alpha 4. It's our Sputnik. It's gonna circle the Earth and beep something fierce. Well, not Earth, Kerbal. It's gonna... They're gonna be haunted by what circles the night sky. Because they're gonna hear this beeping up there, and they're gonna say, what is that horrible fucking beeping? And people are gonna say, that is the monster that we have put in orbit. And that's what it does. Well, that's interesting. I got some new stuff, looks like. Alright, I'm gonna have a lot of science on this upper thing. And then some more science. There we go. And yeah, some batteries, I think. And I'm gonna try to fucking put this son of a bitch in orbit. Yeah, tell me that doesn't look evil. Let's hope aliens don't steal it and then it turns into V'ger. Alright, stack the coupler. Can this thing actually fly stable, I think, is a good question. I forgot to think about that. Oh well. It's got some radiators on the front, I think, that will help, kind of. It's got just a bunch of fucking batteries on it. And this is looking fairly sciencey. I think this is very sciencey. Needs a thing. Needs a antenna. There we go. Actually, I'll use this. Yeah. Okay, do we have enough bang bang to make this thing go into orbit? Should have asked that first. So here we go. Actually, you know what? I should probably do liquid fuel as the last stage. This ain't coming back. Not if I can help it. If it comes back, that's embarrassing. Especially considering the links I went through to make sure that didn't happen. Many fins. Many, many fins. That's what this thing needs to keep it in the right direction. Right? No? Some of you are shaking your heads right now, saying don't do this. Some of you are saying, Tex, you don't know what this is. You're just an ape with a rock. You're banging things together. You're looking for parts. You don't know where they are. And you're right, I don't. I don't play just this game. But you know what? This thing's going to space, and there's nothing you can do about that other than if it explodes, then you can laugh and collect the pieces on eBay. Right? Alpha 4. Alpha 4. Hercules. Hercules. Okay. Robot into orbit. And beyond, maybe. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. She made it off the launch pad. That's more than I thought it would do. Alright. We're having some serious yaw correction problems. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Science in action, ladies and gentlemen. Science in action. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is this... No, it's gonna... I think it's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. And dead. Hey, the science survived. The science survived, so that's a good design. The science has survived. Okay, let's go back to the, what a piece of shit. Alright, let's, more thrust. That's what we need. That is what we need. So, let's get on that. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. So you're saying, no, you don't. Scaffolding. Hello. This is the secret weapon of all space programs in the world. I am fucking convinced. That's probably the wrong way. That's probably the right way. Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna go with more bang bang. And I think that works. I think that bang bang is how you get into orbit. One of these days, by sheer coincidence, you know, Scott Manley's gonna be looking around and saying what's new in Kerbal Space Program, accidentally find one of these videos, and send me a very strongly worded letter to not build rockets in real life. I think that's what's going to happen. And I'm fine with that, because he's probably correct. Okay, I don't think this is going to work. But I'm going to launch it. All else fails, I go back to manned flight. This could be what convinces my people that this is a bad idea. Flying scaffolding. Oh, she's got some flex now. She's dancing. She's dancing. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay, we have reached 1,500 meters. Wow. That's still going up. Kind of. Wow. What fun, huh? This must be fun to watch from the parking lot. If you weren't terrified of falling, burning metal, that is. Oh yeah, that's science right there. Look at all that science. It is kind of not a good design. It's going back up again. No, it's not. It's just... You spin me right round. Alright, let's go ahead and revert flight. Alright, I think I know a way that might help. Let's go ahead and put these at 50. put those at 50-ish. Put those at 50-ish. There we go. Let's give that a try. We're experimenting. These people have never been to space rocket before. One time I was in the Boy Scouts, we had to make rockets. Mine hit the neighbor's car. I'm being honest. I can't say that, you know, I build great stuff. Okay, that seems to be not enough thrust. Maybe a little bit more. Let's tell the public this is an engine test, okay? It's an engine test. We are testing an engine. Let's go to 74%. And we'll take that up to 67, and then it goes, okay, yeah. Right. We're gonna get away from gravity. Gravity's a big meanie. Alright, take two. Hey! Someone owes me a drink. She's dancing a little. Alright, let's cut those loose. Oh, she's dancing quicker. She's a good dancer. Alright, well, that goes and does what that does. Oh, yeah. Alright, back to the drawing board. Alright, Alpha 4 is a disaster. Man flight it is. Alpha 5. New rocket. Okay, let's just go ahead and bloop. There we go. A-5. There we go. So you have to put my microphone in the middle, and that means I have to reach my hands around it to get to the keyboard, which is not always useful. Alright. Let's use reasonable science. Maybe. And I can put... What? Is shit supposed to go in there? I don't know. I'm just gonna do what I do, alright? All the science, alright? Hope he doesn't need to get out. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna be super fucked. Probably pretty super fucked, if I'm gonna be honest. Alright, wait a second. I might have a design idea. Some of you are screaming, stop building this rocket. Other people are saying, I'm intrigued. Mainly because they want to watch explosions. Aha. See? Look at all that. That's where the science lives. When I put the science on top where I can't get scorched by the Bernie, maybe. Maybe. Alright, Alright. Fuel. More fuel. I think, in all honesty, the Department of Defense would have taken over this project and given me more budget to make more dangerous rockets, I think they would have, like, just said, you know what, you're really bad at the non-dangerous rockets, so we want you to make the dangerous ones. And, yeah, I'd be like, you got it, boss. Can do. Can do. Alright, A5, with one idiot on board. What a... Okay. Okay, here we go. Yep, the ground has pressure. Science. Not a great rocket, I'll be honest. She's starting to tip over? No. Not yet. Probably soon enough. Alright. Accelerations. Jebediah Kerbin. Littering space with debris since forever. Okay, we got a little bit of wobble there. Yep. This is not gonna probably go orbital. It might go suborbital. This thing is like less range than a fucking Scud missile, really. Log temperature data. Okay. Go away, rocket. You served your purpose. Shoo! 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 No. Uh-oh. We're falling together. Go away. Go away. Here we go. Yeah, we're coming right back down. Trying to get as much temperature data as possible. All the data. Alright, and here we come. Now that's parachutes, baby. What these do. Oh, has no experiments, so you can transfer the experiments to these things, which may survive. I see. I kind of see how that works. Kind of. In theory. There's no doubt where this thing comes down. People would fucking see it. Be like, what in the shit is this thing? And I'm like, a national embarrassment and a huge problem. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Deep into the earth. Strike deep, my friends. Wow. This thing is like a pillow floating down. Let's cut that one, and cut that one, and cut that one, and cut that one, and cut that one. And cut that one. Just so I can get to the ground a little quicker. A little quicker. There we go. Wonder what if you get any points for hitting a landmark. Here we go. Here we go. And we're here. We have done so much science here today. Oh man, 12 science. Wow. How are they going to stop us now? Really? Probably by expecting more of us. Let's try to get into fucking orbit. More power. More power. Yeah. A6, baby. In orbit. I hope to be. Maybe. We'll see. Here we go. Praise Zorg. We are off the launch pad. Oh god, what have we done? Look at all that nice smoke for all the people who are watching. More power. More power. More power. Look at that. Okay. That is an impact down there. I should have probably warned them. Should have probably warned them. Now we're getting away from Earth. We're getting away from Earth. Here we go. Getting up there. Yeah. Suck it, gravity. I'll show you who's boss. I'll show you all day long. Oh yeah. That was all the fuel. Crap. Alright, well. No. What about up here? No. What about up here? No. Crap. We need to revert that flight back to vehicle assembly. Need a little more altitude, right? Okay. What about recklessness, my friends? What if I did something that a really bad idea, like normal? Yeah, this is how a space program works. Let's say 64 and the one in the center. Yeah, okay. What about you in the center? Okay. There we go. 6.1. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Jebediah Kerbin saw the people welding fury. Had a few drinks. So, we're ready. This is genius. This is what space genius looks like. Are you ready for spaghetti? I think you are. Right, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Mistakes were made. My God. It works. For now. Oh no. Nope. Nope. Alright, let me cut it loose. See you later. Where's that going? Oh well, it's none of my problem now. Well, it kind of is, I guess. If you consider that I made it and it has our name on it. Crap. Oh yeah, that's gonna cause some problems. That's gonna cause some problems. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. It went to the ocean. Not a big deal. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Full speed, baby. Hold nothing back. Goodbye, Kerbin. Sell it to the military. Alright, I made some mistakes. Let's just be honest about that. I like the liquid fuel stuff. Some people say it's not as good. I like it. Once again, I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't think anyone would be confusing me for one. Except, like, if you came from a country that had no history of, say, a space program, or science, for that matter. Like, if you came from a country that had never heard of, you know, books or YouTube, you would probably think that I am a very good rocket scientist. But if not that case, I would say you're probably laughing your ass off right now and going, this is a disaster, and it is a... But if you want to see more disasters, upvote and subscribe, and I might do more disasters. Are we ready for disaster? Disaster. Okay, and we're not going anywhere. We're just heating up the launch pad now. Oh, no, we are going somewhere, and that is sideways. I think those are liquid oxygen tanks. Well, there's that. Oh, man. Just turned into pieces. Terrible. It gave me a warning. I didn't listen. Okay. I don't listen to things that I don't understand. It'd be funny if your science guys would chime in and go, this doesn't work. Like, just on the side, like a little laughing. I have, Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets, like, in the corner, and they're like, I haven't seen a worse rocket than that since, well, ever. You know, and you're in trouble. You know it because it's them. They're not rocket scientists either, but if they're letting you know that you're an idiot, you are probably an idiot. Alright. At this rate, we should be in orbit by 50 years from now. Alright, it is accelerating. It is accelerating. It is actually accelerating. Wow. Wow. Okay. There we go. I'll throttle it down to where I'm burning less precious gasoline. And hopefully I will continue to fly up in an up direction. I think up is a good direction for a rocket, as opposed to laterally. Alright, here we go. Oh, well. People on the ground just found out that the rocket is still flying the hard way. Smash, smash, smash. But the rest of it didn't come down, so probably a little bit of a scattered applause for that. Alright, let's turn that throttle down just a little bit, because we're still accelerating. I just want to make the fuel last as long as possible. Alright. How far is she gonna go? Gotta zoom way in to see this one. Wow. We're almost at max altitude here. Wow. Science. Oh, so much science. Oh boy, look at all that science we got. There's no science gonna happen with this. This rocket is a piece of shit. Alright, but we're getting there. And I think that is probably a good thing. That we are, in fact, approaching some level of flying with the rockets. They are actually flying. I think that is something to be proud of, kind of. Yeah, I probably should have gone for other research first, but also I should probably not be a dummy with all this and just try to make something that's not crap. That would probably go a long way, I think. Some jazz for you to build a rocket. Yeah, I know, I just added more weight. What about it? What you gonna do, Square? Call my mom? Call the rocket police? Hope there's no such thing as that, because I am guilty. Yeah. That'll be like a nice little kick to get into orbit. Or blow it up. Like in a huge way. I'm thinking there will be pieces of it embedded on everyone at the launch site, you know. I'm not even updating the numbers right now, because I'm like, this is still... yeah. Okay. You gotta love the instant, like, super bang bang of the solid rocket boosters. Hey, that actually did kind of kick us up a little bit. Not accelerating a whole lot, but we are accelerating. Way to go. Bad idea. Look at that face. That is a pilot with a lot of faith in the system. Just a bug-eyed fish out of water here. Alright, so all it needed was a little bit of a right at the get-go. Just a little bit of... You know what I mean? Just a little bit of that. Goodbye, rocket. I don't need you anymore. I don't care anymore. Phil Collins, you know? Am I too old? Like, nobody knows who Phil Collins is. Trying to do a bit of a turn. There we go. Program. That's what I wanted. Holy crap-oly. Are we going to make it into an actual kind of higher altitude? Alright. 50-something thousand. Holy crap-oly, science did it. Way to go, science. You're pretty great. By science, I mean trial and error, which I think is science. As long as you keep a logbook, that is science. My crew is making an assessment of the situation, and that is, this rocket was designed by idiots. I think that is the assessment. Okay, I don't need any more of that stuff. Because they're saying, okay, yeah, we understand that there is... this goo wobbles, they get that. We've done all of that. Oh yeah, I mean shit, we probably put it in a few fucking cars and just drove around the parking lot. You know? Okay, trying to record some pressure data. Retrograde. Spin this bitch around. Alright, Here we go. In we go. Back from... So we made it from there to probably here-ish. There's that bit spinning around. Is that coming at us? That could be interesting. Go away. Go away. No, 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 no. Oh boy. This is not the direction it is supposed to face for a re-entry. But it didn't really leave the atmosphere, so I think we'll be okay. Kind of. That might have broken his neck, but yeah, alright, here we go. Gonna go land now. Gonna land. That is the idea. Gonna land with all the science on board. And you said it wouldn't work. Yeah, monkeys and typewriters, right? Bam! Oh, here we are. The A7. The A7. Oh yes, the A7. Known for its explosions. So, if you want to have fun, I see some people have done this on older videos, newer videos. If you want to sum up, you know, little press releases or write something funny about what happened with these rockets and why they failed or succeeded, please do so. Alright. Actually, I almost fucked that up. Almost. Almost. Heat shields, baby. Putting a double heat shield on this one. Because I don't trust myself. Should be a heat shield something or other. Or it should burn up first and protect the other stuff. Maybe. I don't, maybe not. Look at all that heat shield. That's gotta protect some of the stuff. There we go. There we go. That, so we have 2 and 3, and then I think that might work. Just a big ass rocket on the bottom, right? That's science-y. And we got stab wings to cut through the air, like I do in my cars. Let's put a bunch of these on here. And some of these as well. Yeah. She will fall like a leaf in the wind. Or like a rock and like a missile in the wind. Okay. Space. Is it well designed? No. Will it fly? Maybe. Maybes are what science are made out of. Testing that maybe. You gotta test it. Okay. He's having to feed a lot of correction here. A lot of correction to keep it upright, looks like. Okay, once that's gone, though, the weight should be gone. Some of it. Still going up. Alright. That's gonna hit that launch pad and break something. But I'm leaving the scene of the crime. Slowly. Very, very slowly. Oh, ooh. Alright. Gonna escape gravity here. Slowly. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Multiple stages for multiple mistakes. Alright, let's feed this in here. I'm gonna try to do a bit of a turn. Turn. Okay, this did not go as far as I wanted, but it is going. And it's coming right back down. Crap. Alright, revert flight to assembly. Next step. Bang bang. Alright, let's try to do what we did badly earlier. Now, you boys and girls at home, don't do what Tex is doing. Don't do it. There we go. Will it work? All I need is one good punch to get me up, and then just, yeah. One good kick in the seat of the chops here. And then we got that one in there. That's got to be on one. And then the back. All right, go. One good kick in the pants for science. Oh, God. We may have a problem. Let's see if he can correct it. Oh, please correct. Come on, baby. Come on, do it for Daddy. Still tilting. Gravity's a son of a bitch. Follow that prograde, shall we? Or maybe not. A little bit more of this. We got 45 is where we should be. Because we're flying more laterally than vertically here. That is a problem. We were going up. And up is a great direction for a rocket. as opposed to, you know, not up. Okay. Okay, this is still not great. I mean, it is working. It's kind of like when you have a car and you go, it's working, but it's embarrassing. You know, you have that car that just doesn't have anything that works right. Looks like we're about to get some unintentional oceanography data. Oh boy. Yeah, there goes that. If this does poorly, as I think it probably will, I will move on to another plan that is equally bad. I mean, truly equally a very bad plan. And I think I know how to do this. Because this could end very badly. This will end very badly. This is going to be supremely bad. But, because I think he would drown at this point. This is way too heavy to float. Unless all these things contain, like, balloons to, you know, keep it afloat. Probably in the wrong direction, but, yeah. Let's observe our mystery goo, and, no, let's just observe our mystery goo in the water. It's, log temperature. The ocean is warm, probably. Log pressure data, yeah, you know, because the water. Crew report, yeah, they're like, it's wet, and we did not go far. And I'll say, that's your fault, and no, so, yeah, there we go. Okay, we got some science from the water. We got water science, that's a different department altogether. But now we have radial decouplers. What does that mean? Regrets. We're about to launch into regret territory, okay? We're gonna move into the A8 series. Heaven help us. Okay, maybe not that many. All right. Is she a bad idea? I'm gonna say we're moving into very probably here. Has no nose cone, so now it does. Alright, A8. The regretful, hateful 8. That's what, I don't know. I mean, some people are doing that, coming up with weird diaries and logs and so on from the programs of various things. Some people have written, new comment I just read yesterday was about U-boat. Someone was talking about serving under my captain, saying he was insane. Just interesting little creative stuff to go along with this. This is working. I am kind of astounded. Hot damn. Hot diggity damn. Liquid fuel all the way. Well, no, there's that solid phase there. But holy shit, is this working? More rockets equals better. This is like a Kerbal Space Program. We have an error. Alright, let's see if we can turn this in the right direction and reignite. Oh no. Yep, that's just gonna... Okay, let's what a piece of shit. Okay, we're learning. We are learning, friends. Dun dun dun. Blam blam. It's a bad idea to give Tex a budget for rockets. Is it dangerous? Alright. A8 Redux. Let's just pretend the last explosion happened. Oh boy. There we go. She's wibble wobbles a little bit. Alright, let's see if a little less throttle makes this a little happier. Maybe. Yeah, okay. There we go. Kind of heading the wrong direction, but, you know, I'm going to take a win where I can get it. Because we are headed up, and that is always the right direction. I mean, hot damn. Get ourselves a fancy-ass rocket. Oh yeah, she's a good one. Fuck you, atmosphere. Fuck you, gravity. Let's start checking this map, because, holy crap. I don't think this is going very far. There we go. Let's try to push this over in a direction. I know it's heading north, but fuck it. A little bit of flubber here. Little bit. Alright. How cool is that? Alright, let's try to start this. We're going the wrong way, but I really don't care. Wow. We're gonna crash in space. Really cool. I'm gonna speed things up till we reach the top of this doodad, and then bap. There we go. Awesome. How's space, buddy? Dude, we're in space. He didn't want to report anything. He's like, this is boring. Let's turn this around, because we're going to certainly deal with some heat coming back in. I mean, holy shit. Talk about a cool thing. Yeah, heat shield. Oh, that was the other thing hitting the ground. Okay. I thought for a second we were in trouble with other stuff. You know, like gravity. Or explosions from bad parts, bad design, bad piloting. All the things that are traditionally my fault. Alright, sweet. And we are coming down. Coming down very nicely. That's a brutal deceleration. What a nice rocket. And we can take temperatures as that shit explodes. Yeah. Kerbin Highlands, you know. Oh yeah. All right. Let's recover this vessel. This thing is doing well. Explosions and writing. Got a lot of science from that one. Okay. Okay, we need to do another one like that. Or we do better with more stuff. I can't wait till you get the really good stuff. You get up there and you get the giant liquid-fueled monster engines that are just not safe, and the nuclear motors, and all that other stuff is boring. Yeah. Because there's more stuff, but I like the explosions aspect. Okay, we should probably put another Ceres rocket into orbit and maybe try to go in the right direction. Because the right direction, I think, would be helpful. I do. Oh shit, what did we do? You know what? You know what might work with this? Some of you are groaning because you already know what I'm doing, but I'll add another layer. Yeah. A8A. Yeah. That's what this is about. might work, my friends. This might explode as well. So, take your bet. What's it gonna be? Okay, quit bouncing. Why is that already fucking around? Not enough thrust. We are hovering. Nope. There we go. We have escaped Earth. We are gaining altitude. Oh my god, what a piece of shit. Alright, it is doing the octopus. It's doing the octopus. It's doing the octopus. It needs to be fixed. Okay, revert to vehicle assembly. Okay, I had a fucked up idea. What if both of these went at the same time? Yeah. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then I take those off, and I add more fuel. Because why make a small explosion when you can make a huge one? Alright. Yeah. Now, noodles turning. More power. Turning. That's a euphemism for thinking that no one uses. You never do that? You never just, like, make up sayings? It's fun. Try it out. Remarkably stable. Kind of worried about how stable this is. I haven't even unlocked space tape, which is my favorite stuff. Okay, a little bit of wobble. Let's go ahead and throttle that down some. Try to prevent the throttle wobble. This is just gonna get worse and worse. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Makes some very pretty designs in the smoke though. You know? The more I look at it, the more I hate it, because this is a terrible rocket. Look at that, he's just feeding it shit. And it is going all over the place. Oh, we got problems now. Oh, we got problems now. Are we still technically gaining altitude? What is this? It dances for your pleasure. This is gonna blow up, and when it does, it's gonna be apocalyptic. Halfway done with fuel. Still climbing somehow. Still climbing. Still climbing. He's fighting it with that fucking straight ass face. He's just doing my job. Another day at work. Oh my god, how is this even working? How is this even working? What is this? The octopod is angered. Fuck it, full throttle. Some of them have exploded. Some of them are not exploding. All are providing thrust. Have some problems. Some mild problems. Some major problems. Okay. Yeah, okay, and that's casualties. Let's decide on something less worse than this. This is not good. This is generally a shit rocket. Like, I have to say, I'm astounded at how crappy I have designed these. Well, if at first you don't succeed, use some extra powerful bang bang to get you pointed in the right direction. And who said that? Werner von Braun. No, he didn't. I don't want you to think he said that. I think that would be wrong. A-B. Yeah, A-B, yes. There we go. Okay, here we go. Lift off. Hopefully these things run out of gas before we get in trouble. Hopefully. She is spinning a little bit, doing some carousel work here. But the direction I intended, up, is being achieved. A little bit more spinning than I intended. A lot more spinning. Okay, now this is getting interesting. This is really speeding up, ain't it? Oh God. Why? Oh, I forgot to jettison those. These. Blow those. There we go. Okay, I can throttle back. You can try to bring this back under control. It may not go back under control at this point. Fuck it. We're going. We're going for it. Up is good. Up is the way. Up. Avanti. Avanti. Rise. Rise, my pretty. To space. We are going to space. We are going to space. This shouldn't work, but it's working. You know when you make a mistake, but you're on a roll and you pretend like you planned it? Yeah, this is that moment. This is that moment. This is exactly that moment. Holy crap, it's going. We are going to space, ladies and gentlemen. To space and perhaps beyond. Just space. He could be trapped in space, is what I'm saying. Jebediah Kerbin. Holy shit. We are really putting some weight on here. Here we go. Here we go. Speed on, speed on, speed on. My God. It's stabilized. Kind of. Alright, I don't know how. Alright, so, yeah. You know, if I gave it a goose at exactly the right moment. Alright. Yep. Alright. Wow. Need to roll it a little bit. Little bit, okay. Little bit of power. Little bit. Little bit. crapoli. Alright. Let's, put it right here. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more of that. And that. Gotta make sure we have... There we go. Electric charge. I'm running out of a little bit of electric charge. Not a lot. Okay. I'm gonna rotate it over. And I'm going to try to prograde my orbit. Good luck, Godspeed. Not very professional, obviously. But, there's the fuel. Wow. This is the furthest this idiot has ever been in space. Or any of us. Galactically speaking, insignificant, but in the history of Kerbin, so this is probably something noteworthy. Alright. Yeah. Go. There we go. There we go. I am amazed. Have some space hot dogs, Jebediah Kerman. Have some space hot dogs. You have earned them. And the indigestion that comes with them, Jebediah Kerman. You, sir, are a fool and a hero. People are clapping. Don't get out of that rocket, you will die. But, you know, this is a big moment here. This is a very big moment. Alright. Let's just turn this the other way. And wait till we come back in. Oh shit, we are starting re-entry. Are we pointed the right direction? This is really, really fast. Well, I'm assuming we're pointing in the right direction because he's not cooked yet. Is that parts of the rocket? Wow, they're hitting like fucking bombs. Cool. Probably not what NASA should be saying or something in this similar situation, but I would say fucking cool. That would be my response. I think we're not so far off from stable orbit. Well, okay, as stable as I'm gonna make it. I used to do stuff like get out and put a flag on the launch pad. And I had a series of flags going across the world that were just very haphazard. We are landing on the mountain. This is not good. Alright. Well, let's hope it doesn't skid. Okay. This is very much a potential for a tumble here. Nope. Thank you, broad-based spacecraft, for sticking where you land. Thank you so much. 96 science for that. Wow. I would like to thank the Academy for helping me not be stupid. What is that? No, don't need that. 90 for that. Fuck. Space tape! That's what I wanted. Alright, are you ready for the Alpha 9? Are you ready for the Alpha 9? I am. I've dubbed this rocket Alpha Niner. Look at it. Held together with space tape. Some of the rockets are helping other rockets. It's all liquid fueled. Blow up. But, you know, space tape. So here we go. Let's see if she'll lift. Not enough. Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the space tape prevents the floppy shit from happening. Well, it lessens it. Yeah. There we go. Clear the launch pad. There's about to be some good shit happening. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's put her over on the side. Put the corn on the side. Yeah, that's some fucking rocketry. Yeah, okay, that didn't work as well, but uh-oh. Let's point it in the right direction. There we go. Look at that. It's almost the right direction. What an awesome sight to behold. And that it is working. Oh yeah. Almost. Okay. quite. Not quite in orbit, but we are getting there, my friends. We are getting there. These are almost flights of the SS Kerbal prize. Almost. All right. Rotate it around. Wow. Such lack of majesty. What a terrible piece of shit. We have almost all the science we can get from this point. Almost. Here she comes in. Look at that. That's going to be a cool thing to watch explode. Alright. We're coming right back in. We're coming right back in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh, yeah. They all get tangled and then it explodes, right? Okay. We landed in a different ocean. We're hovering over the water. See if we can do some above water science. Not really. Not really. Some science, not a lot. Not an amazing amount of science. They're like, oh, we could have sent a ship over there and figured this out, so, you know, probably not a great amount of science here. He's just doing that dead-eyed stare, kind of a smirk maybe, I don't know. Wish I could use the electrical charge just to shock him a little bit, get a reaction. Sometimes he looks really happy, sometimes he does not. Alright, not a lot we can get here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and recover this thing. Not a lot of science. Depending on if the sun is on it or where on the planet you land. 16 science for that ain't bad. Certainly not the amount of science I'm looking for. I would like to get some real proper rocketry. Some of that horrific shit, you know? The crazy stuff. There's stuff to make airplane parts. Apparently an airplane is more sophisticated than, you know, rockets that are capable of suborbital flight. And again, I guess that is kind of true when you look at some of the early rocket experiments. Okay, let's make one change here. Some of you are already groaning because you know it's going to be bad. More rockets. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Yeah, Alpha Niner -1. More thrust. Alright, that might work. It might explode. I'll be honest, I'm not really certain which, but I'll tell you this much. I'm willing to figure it out. In fact, I'm willing to give it a kick. I'm willing to give it a kick right in the pants. There we go. Won't that flap around, Tex? Yes. Yes, it will. Crap. No, there needs to be a stage. I'll put those there. Yep. Space tape. There we go. More thrust? Yeah, more thrust. Why? More drugs? Yeah, more drugs. Why? Same reason. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. It's a skyscraper. Watch it kill them frame rates, baby. That weird effect was that something blowing up? It's running into some atmospheric problems and that it's accelerating too fast. Detaching. Excellent. We're doing this. Thousand meters a second, baby. Alright, prograde and... I'm gonna wait till I get into, there. About there. There we go. Alright. Then I'm gonna put stability assist on. Roll her over on her side. There we go. Yeah. Gentle, 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 gentle. The more you yell, the more science is being done. more. There we go. Closer to an actual orbit yet. Closer and closer yet. I should be burning here to do it, but I like doing things in my own stupid way sometimes. Alright, here we go. Roll her over, roll her over, roll her over. And... but I will hit a new continent. Freak out the other nations of Kerbal. Kerbin, I should say. Now they're gonna see all these radar plots coming in, and they'll just say someone's trying to kill us. Or something like that, you know? Makes you wonder what happened to the population of this fucking planet. I don't see any cities. I know people have pointed out there's all sorts of weird things around. Little anomalies you can find. Oh yeah, they would probably think that's a MIRV coming in. If there were other places. Maybe that's what happened. Everyone got nuked because somebody was bad at space. Very bad at space. Okay, there's debris, so I'm adding to the environment. Oh yeah. Well, if I can't put one in orbit by Alpha 10, I know what I can do, and I think I will do that, is I could put a probe into deep space. Send that out. I think I can do that. Alright, there we go. Where in the fuck are we? The Kerbin grasslands. Yeah, it's different here. They're like, at night it's colder. Look at all that science. We're getting there. Alright, fuck it. Let's log all this pressure data. Oh yeah. Alright, now let's recover the vessel. Look at all this. We're going to say pressure is different in different places. 22 science, thank you very much. We're getting there. We can do the plane stuff, which is weird. But that leads to landing, which is kind of important. Alright, fuck it. Let's put one of these things into space, shall we? Like space. I'm gonna call this DS1 for Deep Space One. And it's probably gonna blow up on the runway, but I'm going to make it not blow up on the runway. I'm gonna try to give it a hat if I can. If it doesn't want a hat, I'm gonna be sad. Oh, it wants a hat. Maybe. Doesn't like hats, I guess. Fuck you, space. Ruining my fun. Okay. I know the first step is going to be putting a bunch of these around it. Why? Because that's how science is made, son. Actually, maybe not. This first. There we go. With scaffolds comes science. Known fact. Very great fact that science and scaffolds have a long history. You may not know the history of science and scaffolds. I don't either, because I made it up. Alright, we're gonna need a lot of batteries here. Lots and lots of batteries. Because science requires batteries. Lots of batteries. That's a fact. You can look that up in any science book. They'll say science equals batteries. Some of you will say, I have a science book right here, Tex, and it's not in there. And I'll say, well, that's because they did it wrong. Science equals batteries. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look at all that science. Yeah. That is a lot of science. Alright. I need a transmitter. But only one. Now I need to add some space tape. Make sure this all sticks together like a good waffle. Oh wait, I didn't do this to where it's repeating. This is the upper stage. This is where the accidents will happen. Actually, let's use this. More science. science for science. If science ever says, "What do you do for me?" I'll show them this rocket. When they're done laughing, they will look up and realize I have stolen their wallet. Because that's debilitating laughter right there. What other science does it need? More science? I think so. By that I mean like rockets. Alright. That should hold that bitch together. Together these rockets will fire. Together their fate will be bound to the mistakes we will make collectively. Go. All right. Yeah. This has the potential to space pretty good, I think. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 space. Wood space again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here space. Here we go. Space, space, space. Space. Alright. It's got power. Yeah. Okay. Held together with space tape. Brought to you by Accident Prone Industries. We have lifted off. We're away from the fucking planet. I'm just gonna keep going in a straight line as best I can. Stand by for a jettison. Oh yeah, those all hit. That'll be great for the people down there. We are having some problems with a little bit of pitch over. A little bit, maybe. Trying to keep the speed up. We are slowing down in acceleration, still gaining altitude. At a certain point, though, that's going to go the other way. At a certain point. Oh, yep. There we go, there we go, there we go. Middle finger to gravity here. Saturation bombing. Yeah, that's barming. Yes, we are barming them with barms. Alright. Stand by for a stage disconnect. Next stage of Bang Bang is lit. Scientific stuff will occur. Strategic Bang Bang. What a wonderful probe. So far, it is gaining in altitude. We're putting speed on, putting speed on, putting speed on. More speed, more speed, more speed. And this thing is just booking now. This atmosphere to hold it back. Speed on, speed on, speed on. More power. Remarkably stable so far. Oh yeah. This is looking good. From the prospect of somebody who has no idea what they're doing, this is a fantastic development in space. Yeah. There we go. Well, it's gonna go somewhere. I think it's gonna end up in orbit around the sun. Cool. Alright, punch that off. The electric charge is just going to kind of wind down, so turning all that off, make sure that it's not going to drain it unnecessarily. Remarkable. Signal is quite bad. Not connected. Do I have any control over the spacecraft anymore? I don't think I thought this through. Also, I have not played this game since they added the signal stuff. I'm gonna be able to slow boat some stuff back to orbit. Maybe. No. I'm still getting zero signal. Limited probe control. I think it's cool we sent something this far out, but it can't science, so that's kind of a drag. The battery is dying. No usable comms. Alright, maybe now. Yes, comms! Alright. Yes. Okay. Yep. We are running out of power. All right. Just gonna keep sending that science back. Oh, we still have it. Wow. Still getting science even though it says it doesn't. It's sending it. Gonna continue to transmit while I can. She's dead, Jim. She is dead. But science came in. Science from space. That is majestic. Probably not as much as you'd like. Not enough, not a lot of majesty there. But we're getting there. We're getting there. The aviation stuff, not gonna be good for me because I have no idea what I'm doing, which is probably why it's funny. But if I want to land on other planets, I need to actually develop the landing stuff, which means I need to do flying, which is probably not great. Crap. Anyways, I think I'll end this here. Didn't quite achieve orbit, but I did quite a bit of other stuff, and I put something in orbit of sun. I think that's pretty cool. You know, the sun stuff. What is this? Oh, a manual. Well, la-di-da. Didn't know that existed. We're learning.